Thank you. Have we started? Okay, so hi everyone. My name is Shweta Negi. I'm one of and welcome to Worldify Academia Hub, which is evolved by industry experts for guiding aspirants who dream to study, work, and they want to settle all across the world. So we help you in that. So my name is Shweta Negi. I am one of the faculty here with Worldify Academia Hub. I'm OET and IELTS faculty, and I also have expertise in PTE and English communication. That's for the spoken English communication. Okay, so today, welcome to Live with us here, wherein we will be discussing about one of the module for OET exam. I know many of you already know about OET, and some of you might not have any idea, but they have heard about it, that exam can take you to your desired destination, can give you a good life, can give you a good profession in medicine area, in the healthcare area, I would say. So so we will be discussing that too. So let's first know about what Worldify is all about. Okay, so we have a mission that we have to, we have this vision wherein we want you to get what you actually want, wherein you desire to give the exam. We help you that we have seasoned and experienced trainer for it. And when you want to, after giving successful, when you are successful in exam and you want to move ahead, then there we have visa experts, we have, who help you, abroad experts who can always help you to get there where you want to be. So if you can see on the screen, we are one of the leading edtech learning firm, or I can say the organization. We are completely online. We are available completely on the online platform. So you can join from anywhere where you are, even when you are traveling, even when you are at your work or you are at your home working, you can join the classes with us. Okay. And we help people prepare for the English language test exam, predominantly for IELTS, OET, PTE. And apart from that, we also help you to relocate to overseas. Of course, when you are giving the exam, you want to move ahead, right? So yes, we have those visa experts, the immigration experts who can who can actually help you to take that process forward. Okay, so basically we help you for study and work purpose. Okay, and also one of the distinct feature is wherein we help you, we are supporting you entirely from documentation interview, preparation interview, any arrangement that is needed for your placement. So that is our end-to-end support from both the ends, where we are providing you all the support that where we can help you out. Okay, so yeah, you want to crack OET and IELTS in first attempt, then we are the leading organization. I would say the EdTech organization is that, because we have 100% result for OET and IELTS. Okay, and we have many of the students who have actually cracked it in first attempt and who are already studying or who are already in their job in UK. So let's move on to where. So of course, if you are willing to take the exam, then you are eligible for the scholarship. We have numerous scholarship available which you can avail with us. And what are the benefits of those scholarship? Unlimited live OET and IELTS session you will get. Yes, that's unlimited live sessions you will get. We don't have the recorded classes. We do provide, our trainers provide you the live classes. And trust me, this is one of the institute wherein, the virtual support is just like the offline support. We take this virtual, class wherein we are providing you the sessions very seriously. Okay, you get the free ebooks which have 6 months validity, and let me tell you, these ebooks are just fabulous. When you enroll with us, you can avail them, and they have A to Z everything from explanation to the questions, same pattern and same format that is being asked in the paper. So you can trust us on that. So coming to the another benefit, of course, you have unlimited practice sessions. You have live sessions. Okay, you have sessions for the modules. Then after your module is complete, we are not going to leave you. You will be having the unlimited practice sessions with us, which is very much important for you. Because practice is key to success. We all know that. So you will be having that, practice sessions with us for 1 hour daily in the morning and the evening, wherein you can, that will help you to gain certain confidence that, okay, fine, yes, I can attempt this exam. And of course, you will get unlimited mock sessions wherein every Saturday, let me tell you, every Saturday morning and evening, we are conducting the live mock test with maximum participation on in our virtual classes. Okay, and let me tell you, these, you might think that, online mock tests, because you might be giving the offline one, but these are conducted exactly as, they conduct the offline tests with all the proper timestamps, and we actually provide you instruction before starting the exam. So you can trust also us on that. Now we have the rapid revision test. Once your all modules are completed, we give you the rapid revision sessions, which are very much important for you to revise what you have actually learned in the class. And we help you for the interview preparation. So once you are done, you have actually cleared the exam, then we are actually helping you with the placement expert that we have. And they are seasoned and they have good years of experience in that department, in that domain actually. And then we provide you UK NHS placement support, CPT support, and we give you 100% placement support. And plus, as I said earlier, documentation support. So that's your end-to-end from class till you reach your destination. We are here for you. So let's give me my introduction as well. Okay, so my name is Shweta Negi. I am a TESOL and TEFL certified trainer. And I'm from India. Sitting here in Goa, I have brought you the live. And I train students for English exams, IELTS, OET, PT, and English communication that I mentioned earlier already. And actually, I believe in that. It's my passion to help students, to actually make it easy for students to understand the basic level of English language, and then of course to help you to prepare for the exams. So here comes the first thing that we were actually waiting for. So that's your OET reading session overview. So I asked you that many of you might know about OET and some of you might not know about it. So let's start with the full form. So if you know its full form, you can type in the comments below. I'm waiting for your answer. So you can just write it there that, okay, ma'am, we already know about it. And for those who don't know, OET stands for Occupational English Test. Occupational because it is for the student, for the people who are in the healthcare department. I mean, who are working in the healthcare, the healthcare professionals, I would say, who are in this domain. They can be from any department. They can be physiotherapists. They can be from medicine. They can be from nursing and radiology. There are lots of, everything that comes under healthcare. Then you are eligible to give OET, Occupational English Test. So today we are actually in OET. So this is an exam to actually test your English. I would say they actually check if you are proficient in English. So you have 4 areas wherein they check you. Okay. For OET, they have reading because they want to check that if you are able to, go through the comprehension and locate the specific information. And same goes for listening also. Okay. And then you have your descriptive skills. So these are your receptive skills, reading and listening. These are your receptive skills because they are actually looking for that specific information, or you can say the particular information, if you can find out when you are listening an audio and when you are reading a comprehension. That's your passage. And the other two are your writing and speaking, which are your descriptive skills. So you have 4 modules against which you are judged actually. And to get to your desired place, you have to get a good score of B and more than B. So now, forgetting everything, let's focus on actually your reading overview. So because today I am going to provide you the reading session overview. So reading have everything. We will be discussing the strategies here. We will be discussing how actually the paper looks like. I'll show you the sample paper as well. And I'll tell you how, actually what are the kind of a structure of reading paper. So it's very, so that you are able to do it, you can actually understand it. And in the end, we will have some quiz. Okay, we will have some quiz games. So that will come as we progress forward in this live session. Okay, so that's all for, so let's start with mastering the OET reading subtest. So, okay, modules is also called subtest. If anyone of you have confused, it's confused. So subtest and module are the same thing because OET is a test and you have 4 subtests in it. So those subtests are called module. And we are discussing here the reading session wherein I'm going to give you the reading module overview. So as I told you, it's an English language test for healthcare professionals. For those who are in the who are non-native, who are in non-English speaking country like in India here, and who want to move to the prime English speaking countries where the primary language in English like Australia, New Zealand, UK, and Canada. So now, first of all, this exam, what it actually does, it tests if you are capable to understand, the English in a healthcare context. So everything that will be asked in this reading subtest will be from your healthcare topic and from your healthcare, domain. There will be nothing that will be out of context. There might be some disease. They might be talking about, any disease or anything that will be related to your healthcare area. Okay. And then what we are going to discuss the format, the preparation tips and strategies for the success. I mean, how you can actually, you can pass this exam. Not pass, but you can get the desired band for this. Band as in the grades. Okay, so moving forward, we have, you can see here, let's understand first what OET reading subtest is all about. What OET reading module is all about. So this test is for approx 1 hour. I'll say it's for 60 minutes, wherein you have 3 tasks. We call it 3 tasks because, we call it kind of, we can say a parts of the exam. So you have part A, you have part B, and then you have part C. So there are 3 parts and you have a total of 42 questions. Okay. And you are judged out of those 42 questions. You have to get 32 or more than 32 to get a good grade of B. Okay, so even if you're planning to move to UK and you are UK and you have to, you're planning for NHS there, so you have to score a good grade of B in your reading module. So what we have here is you have part A, which is, I will show you the sample also. So please don't have panicky and everything what ma'am is going here. Okay, so part A, you have quick reading. What do you understand by quick reading? Please comment in the comment box. You can write your comments there. If you already know, you can give me the answers there, right? So you can tell me. So part A is your quick reading. Quick reading is your expeditious reading, wherein you have to read very quickly. So that we actually call a skim or a scan. Right? That's a method that we basically apply for it. We actually have that approach for it. So first, let's understand the part A only here. So you have part A, in which we do quick reading, that is your expeditious reading, and you are given 15 minutes and you have 20 questions in this. So part A actually have 4 texts. Okay, part A, we have 4 texts, A, B, C, D, and that will be related to your any of your healthcare topic. It can be any disease, or it can be anything like, if I say they want to talk about any census or something, that will be related to your healthcare topic. Okay, so it can be anything. There can be 4 paragraphs are given, so there can be a disease that they're talking about. Then there may be some of the drugs that you have to provide, that's the medicines. How much should be the doses should be given. And in the part C, they might be talking about, what are the symptoms for it. Maybe in part B, they are talking about symptoms, and in part C, they're talking about the drugs. And part D, they may show you some census, like in the last 15 years or 10 years, how the disease was, how it progressed, and how it will be in the next 25 years. So this is just an example that I'm giving you. You can get any, they can tell you about any of the, you can say a surgery, like a knee replacement surgery, what happens in that, why it is done, maybe they will be discussing in part A, in your text A. Okay, and then in text B, they might be discussing how they actually perform it. Okay, and in part C, in the text C, they might write that, what are the after post-operatively, how you should be taking care. And in part D, in the text D, they may be talking about that, what are the drugs you have to take, and how the doses is given, and how you actually have to, further take care of the patient. So part A have 4 texts, which is followed by 20 questions. Okay, you get a good set of 20 questions, and you have to complete it in 15 minutes. 20 questions, 15 minutes. So that's why this is called a quick reading. You have to quickly read it. You just have to, kind of skim it and read the question, scan it, and you have to complete it in 15 minutes. Okay, because what happened is, after 15 minutes, the booklet is collected from you. Okay, so that's the, in part A, you will have 20 questions. There are 3 types of questions that is being generally asked. I will show you in the sample paper later, but you should have your all ears here only, so that you can understand what actually is of your reading paper. Because before jumping to the question, it's very, because any exam that you are giving, anything that you're giving, you should very much understand that what the format is all about. I've seen students who say that, we know about it, we have solved certain questions there, but they don't really know that what actually the structure is, what should be the format. So first of all, whenever you are giving your exam, okay, you should know about the exam, actually why you are giving the exam, what's the exam is all about. And then when you are reading about, when you are discussing about, getting information about the modules, then you should know about structure and format of each module. You should be very well versed with that. So we were discussing part A here. Let's come back here. So part A, in which you actually have, you have quick reading, 15 minutes, 20 questions. The type of questions that you actually get is matching type. Okay, matching type is where you are actually getting the sentences. And when you are getting the sentences, you have to find out in which of the text, the 4 texts that are given to you as a reading passage, from which you have to find the answers. So the first type of questions that is given to you is the matching type, okay, in which you have to read the sentence, the question that is given to you, and you have to find out in which of the text, that A, B, C, D, in which of the text this sentence, or this text lies in which of these 4 texts. That is all about that. Okay, so you will get around 7 questions for that. So when you are reading the passage, when you are kind of skimming it, you should know that, okay, fine, that I could locate that in that text. 4 texts. So first question is your matching type. Next comes your short answer. Short answer is something wherein they want you to give the answers in short phrase. That is 1 or 2 words or 3 words or 4 words. not more than that. And those phrases can also contain some numbers, because they may ask you, some statistics will be given. As I told you, the census is given, so you can write it about there. Okay, so you can write, they can be 2 or 3 words, or they can be a number and words. Okay, and then third type of question that you get in part A. Okay, that will be your fill in the blanks. That is called sentence completion. So you will get a blank that is preceded and succeeded by a text, and you have to kind of fill it. Now coming to the part B, which is your careful reading. Careful reading, because you have 6 MCQ question in it. You have 6 small texts which are followed by separate 6 MCQ question here. Okay, so in this part, you have, once the paper for part A is done, 15 minutes are completed, the booklet will be collected, and you will be given another booklet that will have part B and part C. So part B and part C together, it is for 45 minutes. Okay, so you have to divide your time, as in, for part B, you have 6 questions which have 6 paragraphs followed by 6 MCQ questions you have. So this is called careful reading, because you have to go for just is called summary. Okay, so you might not find the answers in 1 or 2 lines, but you have to understand the whole paragraph, and that will be a small paragraph. So you will be trying to understand that whole paragraph. Okay, and then you have to find the answers. You have to, MCQ is multiple choice questions, wherein the question will be given to you and you have to find the best possible answer. That will be your answer. Okay, so now we have part C, which is called detailed reading. Detailed reading, it is called detailed reading because in this you have 2 long text. One long text has 6 to 7 paragraphs actually, and each is followed by 8 multiple choice questions. Okay, so that's why it's a detailed reading. So you have to go through it. There are 6 to 7 paragraphs. There might be 5 to 6 paragraphs as well. So there are 8 questions after one long text, and another long text is another set of 8 questions. So that makes a total of 16 MCQ. Okay, so you have B plus C part, you have to do it in 45 minutes. Okay, so part A, you have 15 minutes, part B plus C, you have 45 minutes, and you have to manage your time as per that only. Okay, so now moving on to the next one, assessment criteria. See, when you know about the format of the paper, okay, you should know it's, what are the parameters, how it is assessed. Actually, criteria is your parameters. So we don't have as such any parameter for reading, because we are looking for, they are looking for if you are able to get that particular information from the passage, that the question that have been asked, okay, for all the 3 parts. And so, but still we tend to say that, how you are judged actually. So first of all, there are no partial credit for any question. What do you understand by partial credit? That means if the answer is correct, it's total correct. If the answer has to be in 2 phrases, in 2 words, okay, we have a group of words is called phrase. So if it has to be in 2 words, then that 2 words is correct. Then if that 2 words are correct, then it will be, the answer will be right. You don't have to write 3 or 4 words, and then you will think that the examiner will get it, and he might, he might find it, okay, out of these 4 words, these 2 words are written, so we will give you the, the correct, you will be marked correct for it. No, nothing like that. If you provide incomplete answer, you will be marked wrong for it. On the top of that, if you have to write the answer, that has to be completely correct answer with, with the correct spelling also. So either it is right or either it is completely wrong. There will be no one sentence like you have written 3 words and you think that, okay, fine, might out of these 3 words, 2 might be correct, 1 might be correct. No, the reading paper is not assessed like that. If the answer have to be short answer, then all the 3 phrases have to be very much correct, completely written. Okay, and if the answer lies in text A, then it lies in text A only. Okay, you cannot write text A or text B if you are doubtful. That will be marked as wrong. And same goes for the fill in the blank, that is, I would say, the sentence completion. For that also, you will be marked, as per, if you have to first read the sentence, and your answer should, it should make a good meaning with when it fills that gap, it should make a good meaning there. Okay, grammatically also it should be correct. It should not be like that. Okay, fine. I found out this word there. I will fit in here. It should fit in the sentence and make a sense. Otherwise, it's incorrect. Okay. So I hope that this assessment criteria is very much clear to you. And before that, earlier we discussed about, the 3 parts. That is also very clear to you. And if you have any questions, you should ask here in the comment section. And if you have any input, then you can also ask that in the comment section. You are readily welcome there. Okay. Now, preparation tips and success strategy. So that is the one, many people say that we will provide you tricks and all. There are never tricks, okay, to get pass in the exam. There are always tips and strategies which actually help you. With the help of a trainer, you get to know that how to actually strategize your paper and what are the certain tips that can be followed. Okay. Tricks may work in some, because they are always not always. I would say that I never suggest anyone for the tricks. There are never tricks when you are giving exam. Okay, you have to learn everything. You have to go through that process, right? You have to practice, and in practice you kind of make your own. You kind of develop your own strategy, like, okay, fine, I can do this. Okay, so now moving on to our preparation tips and strategies here. Let's first talk about time management. You already saw when I was discussing in the previous slides, you already saw that we have part A, 15 minutes. We have part B plus C, 45 minutes. That means you don't have all the time for answering, for giving response. You don't have any time to waste. You don't have a single, minute, or I would say a second to waste on any question. That, okay, fine. If you don't get it, just move on, because you don't have time, especially for part A. They collect the booklet after that. Okay, so when I talk about time management, so time management is one thing which you have to manage. And let me tell you, in Worldify here, what we actually practice is we lay stress on this thing, that a part A have to complete. When we are, giving the sessions, we actually make you understand everything about the format and, how the exam is done and how the sample is. We tell you everything. And the next thing, when we start practicing, okay, we tell you actually about this time management. Our trainers are very particular that the time management has to be there. Okay, because once you start doing reading, you are well-read people. You are already working. So reading passage comes easily to you. You can understand it. But the main thing is how you will manage your time, how you can answer those 20 questions in 15 minutes. So there are certain tips for it. Okay, there are certain strategies for it. So the strategies can be, you have to skim and scan. The tips is that you should be practicing more about it. You have to develop this habit of, reading through your eye. That is your skimming. That is your scanning, that you have to pick up one word from the question and you have to find that in the passage. Only that's how it works. Okay. And then for the part B plus C, you have to do the detailed reading. For part C, the detailed reading, there are lots of paragraphs there. Okay. And part B, you have to understand the summary. So time management is wherein you have to strive that, okay, fine, I have to complete this 15 minutes. If not whole 20 questions, I'm not able to finish. At least I can strive for 18 or 17 questions. That you can do, because the part A is not that much, I would say tricky one. It's very straightaway answers are given, not much paraphrased also. Part B and especially part C, is a lot of paraphrasing going on. Okay, a lot of synonyms. So you have to be good with your vocabulary also. That's our second strategy. So time management has to be in that way, that 15 minutes I have to complete my part A. And if you are thinking that, nobody can do that, let me tell you, people have been doing it. That's why they are clearing their exams. Okay. And when you enroll with us, you can find our contact in the screen below. When you enroll with us, we actually help you in achieving that. Okay. Because our class is completely focused on how to do, how you can apply these tips and strategies in your OET exam. Okay. Now coming to the next one, that's your part B plus C, that is your 45 minutes. So you have to strategize. Part B, I'll be giving 13 minutes, or part C, I'll be giving 32 minutes. Okay. Because that's a detailed reading that you have to give 31 to 32 minutes. So, okay, fine. The rest of the time I'll devote for part B. Okay, next comes your vocabulary, because I already told you that part C is all about, your paraphrasing, and part B in a some way, or, in a way, it's more about, part C is more about your paraphrasing. So how you will do paraphrase? What do you understand by paraphrase? That is your rephrasing. And how you will rephrase actually? You will rephrase only when you know the alternate word for that particular word that have been asked in the question. Okay, you know the alternate word, then you can find out in the passage that, okay, fine, this is the alternate word for it. And what is alternate word? That is your synonyms. Okay, so whenever develop this habit, okay, like we do in Worldify, what we do is we do not just, throw students into, that you have to do it now, start reading. No, we first start with certain reading materials from the sites that are very much helpful for, that are related to, EFL sites that are related to the health area, healthcare domain. So we tend to give them first to read that. They have to read it, okay? And then they have to find certain vocabulary or certain word that they don't understand at all. Okay, they have no idea about it. But sometimes even if you don't have idea, you can, when you read the whole sentence, you can get a certain idea about it. Okay, so that's how you develop your vocabulary. Write it down in your copy. Have that habit of making, a note, and then write the synonyms for it. Find out the synonyms for it. Use them in sentences. That can help you in your reading. So it can also help you in your speaking, and it can also help you in your writing. Let me tell you that straightforward. Okay. Now comes your reading speed. See, time management is also related to your reading speed. How? See, reading speed is how you are reading. You have to kind of, develop that. Even when you are reading the newspaper, okay, you say that, okay, fine, ma'am, I don't have that habit. I don't have developed it. I don't have, then what you can do is you can read your newspapers. Okay. Read out your newspapers. Okay. And try to read it. And with your eyes, like have a quick glance over it. Or one paragraph, have a quick glance. Identify 2 or 3 words. That's how you do your part A also. You find out 1 or 2 words that you're not able to understand. Okay, fine, this is the word. Okay, fine, next come to the part B. Come to the text B. Okay, fine, these are the stats that is given there. The numbers is given. So, okay, fine, this is the stats. Okay, that is given there. So you have to develop that, wherein you are not reading only from your mouth, or your words are from your mouth, but also from your eyes, that you have to have a quick glance over certain. Have that habit. Develop this kind of, I would say, if you develop this thing in you that, okay, whenever you are writing, start doing this by reading the newspaper, then it will always help you. Because when you are reading your passage, it will help you. Okay, fine, your one eye is there. Okay, fine, then your other eye seeing this. So this might seem that what ma'am is saying is quite, and we don't think this happens in the real life, but that does happen. You can, if you want to develop skimming and scanning, that will actually help you to read, when you glance, when you want to give a good glance over the passage, then it can really help you. So start doing that by the habit of reading the newspaper, by focusing on one paragraph. Like, you don't have to read with your mouth, loudly, but just give a glance with your eyes. Okay. Now comes to your comprehension skills. That's also your comprehension skills will be developed. Only then your comprehension skills. What do you understand by comprehension skills? That you are reading a passage, you are able to understand, but you don't have to understand the whole idea about the passage, but you actually, what the passage is actually, kind of hinting there. What the passage is actually trying to tell you. Okay, and then you can jump on to the question, find the keyword, go back to the passage, okay, and find those keyword in the paragraph where it is, and then you can find the answer easily. So that's how you have to develop your comprehension skills. Okay, keyword, skimming, scanning, that is you're giving the glance. So these are certain things that can actually help you. Time management, if you want to do time management very efficiently, keep the timer on. Have this habit of doing it. If you are already well versed with the reading session, reading module, then what you can do is keep the timer up there, okay, for 15 minutes and start doing the paper. 45 minutes, start doing the part B plus C. At first you might be able to do only 15 questions or 12 questions, but with practice you will see that you have kind of developed, and that will be with your reading speed. Okay, so all this together can actually help you to achieve that. Then comes your elimination process. I will move to elimination process because sometimes it happens that you don't tend to find certain, options are given and you kind of get confused. I don't find out in, in the whole paragraphs here or the passage here. I'm not able to actually find out this. So what you can actually do is you can start the eliminating process wherein you have the three options. Read one option one by one. Okay, fine. This option, if I'm able to find out, no, I'm not able to find out it. It's nowhere written. It's not been rephrased. It's not been paraphrased. Move on to the second option. Okay, fine. I find something related to this option B. I'll keep it as my save that. Okay, fine. This can also answer. Move to part C. Move to the option C. When you come to the option C, you find out, okay, fine. This is something, I am not able to also find out. It's vaguely present there, but not very surely it is given in the paragraph. So go with the answer B. That's your answer. You have to also trust yourself, okay, while giving the answer. And the last that I have to tell you is a sample test. Sample test, of course, yes. If you are preparing for the exam, you have to go through the sample test. That's only while you are practicing. That will only help you to gain your speed and help you in managing your time, and can also help you in your comprehension skills. Okay, so sample test, and we provide ample of sample tests in our ebooks. We have a lot of sample tests available. So I don't know what you're waiting for. You have to enroll with us. Check the numbers below in the screen and just give a call to our counselors and our advisors. Okay, so sample test is one thing that you have to solve. These are very important because they give you an idea how the pattern is of the question is. That can always give you an idea. Okay, so now moving on to the next one. See, you talk of sample paper test and we are arrived on sample paper. So if you can see on the screen here, this is part A that I discussed. Part A have short text A, B. And see, what's the topic here? Fractures, dislocations, and sprains. So we are talking about fractures, dislocation, and sprains here. Okay. In part A, they have kind of defined what is a fracture. Okay. What is a dislocation and what is a sprain? Coming to the next text B, they have actually how the simple fracture of limbs look like. So how they have actually how you can manage it, what's the assessment, what's the examination, clinical examination, and how you can manage that. So that is given. Now coming to the text C, they have given you the drug therapy, how you can actually, what the amount recommended or suggested amount of doses that is provided, and what's the duration for it, and how actually you administer it. That is your route of administration, how you will administer that to the patient. Okay, so that is being discussed here. Okay, and then in the part D, you can see they have given you a technique for plaster plaster. Okay, so this is all about part A, which have 20 questions. I already discussed the type of questions. I just needed to bring that. Okay, so yeah, so I have already discussed the type of questions there, and these are the 4 short texts that are given to you, and this is all related to one healthcare topic. Okay, now moving on to the questions here, I told you first 7 questions are all about. See, always I've told you read the instructions very carefully. Okay, whenever you are giving the exams. For each question 1 to 7, decide which text A, B, C, or D the information comes from. So you have to decide out of these, for these sentences, for these questions, from which of the text the information is coming from. Is it coming from text A? Is it coming from text B? Or is it coming from text C and text D? So what you can do is, how you can strategize it. I'll give you only one tip here, which is very helpful for part A. Skim it. Read it, not like detailed reading. Just give it a glance with your eyes where the words are there. Okay, fine. Here some of the numbers are given, that's how to provide the drug. Here the techniques are given. Go to the questions here, find out that one keyword and go back to your text. That text will be your answer. So how you will be, you may use any letter more than once. That doesn't mean that you can write for this, you have to write A, B. That means if this lies in text A, then this 2 or 3 can also lie in text A. Okay, so your answer can be text A for more than 1 or 2 questions here. Okay, that is the meaning of you may use any letter more than once. Okay, so don't be as, and I told you in the starting only that when you are doing that, there is no partial credit. That means if you feel that, okay, text A can also be an answer here, and I can write text B also, and no, if it lies in text A, then it will be text A only. Okay, and if you write both the answers, sorry, it will be demarked. You will not be given any mark for it. Okay. So these are the type of question that you actually get. These are called matching types. Coming to the short answer questions here. So short answer types, what they actually have is you have 8 to 14 questions. Okay, you have 20 questions per 7 question. There next set of 7 questions you have. See, you have to just write. You should not write full sentences. So full sentences are not accepted here. You can write words here, as in, you can write the phrases here. You can just write, what is a phrase? Phrase is a group of 2 or 3 words. You can write that. And in those 3 words, there can be a number also. Okay. So don't tend to write full sentence here. That is very important. That's why this is very important that you read the instruction first when you are attempting the paper. And don't be over smart and don't be overconfident. You know certain things, you have confidence, have that in you, but please read the questions first. That these instructions are very much important for you. Each answer may include words, numbers, or both. And you should not write full sentences. Okay, I tell you why this is very important. Because sometimes you feel that, okay, fine, I can do this. I get a good mark. And, in my practice sessions, I've been getting good marks in reading sessions. So I will write it here. No. You may know the answer and you tend to write here like 5-6 words. So that, my dear, that makes a sentence only. So they might demark it for you. They might not give a mark for you. Okay. And some people might be very smart that, okay, fine, right, let's write 4 words here. Maybe 2 will be correct. So you will either it will be right or either it will be wrong. There will be nothing sort of like, you will be giving some portion of it. And you will feel that, okay, fine, my answer will be correct. No, it will not be correct. Okay. So these are the short answer types here. Moving on to the sentence completion. In sentence completion, you have actually, you can see here, you have fill in the blanks. That is called a sentence completion, in which the text, this blank is preceded by a text and it is succeeded by a text. Okay. And as I told you here also, either answer it will be right or wrong. You just don't have to pick up a word from this text, you feel. Okay. And most of the time this is paraphrased. So this should be grammatically correct also, that the word that you are finding, that you find out, have to be very much correct. Okay. Okay. It has to fit here and it should actually gel in with this, with the sentence and make a meaningful meaning out of it. Okay, meaningful and effective, that the examiner should be able to understand. They should make a meaningful sentence actually. That is the way I would put it out. Okay, so this is a sentence completion. Coming on to the part B, as I already told you, you have a text and then you have a question. So first the multiple choice question will be given to you. Read the instructions again. In this part, there are 6 short extracts. Okay, and the manual informs us that blood pressure monitoring, they have given you the questions. So now blood pressure monitor, this whole talks about blood pressure monitor. So you have to find a gist, you have to read it whole and find a summary for it. Okay, and this text can be from a manual, memo, guideline, instructions given to you via mail. Okay, so these can be, these texts are basically from there only. They are picked out from there, taken from there only. So this is and you have to choose the best possible answer for it. That's why it's called careful reading. See your long text here. So it have actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 paragraphs. So it have 5 to 6 paragraphs, and then there will be multiple choice questions. You will have first set of, you have in part C, as I already told you, you have 2 long text, and then first long text have first set of 6 questions, multiple choice questions. You see, in part B, you have only 3 options. Okay. And in part D, you have 4 options given to you. So most of these are actually paraphrased also. So if you are very well versed with the vocabulary, with the synonyms, it will be very easy for you. Otherwise, don't worry, with practice, everything comes. We are here to help you. Okay. So moving on to the next one. Now comes your quiz time. Okay, so you should be excited for it because you will be given a cash prize for it. Okay, you can see that this quiz time, this arrow is leading to some cash prize there. So you might be given some cash prize if your answer is correct. Okay, so put your answer in the comments. Okay, put it down there, and yeah, we will check it. And if you are correct, if you are, kind of give your email ID also, and if it is correct, you will be intimated about it. So now moving on to, I'll give you 2 minutes to read it, 2-3 minutes, okay? Just read it out. You will be given 3 minutes to read it, and then I'll move on to the question. One more minute. Don't forget to give your answers in the comments. And if you find any vocabulary here that you're not able to understand, just mark it and find the meaning for it. Just read it very carefully. It's a small one, actually. This is not much. And now move to the questions here. So you have to tell me, these are the options. Write down your options here. First, read the question carefully. I hope that you have read the paragraph very carefully, have kind of understood it. And now tell the answers for these. And comment. You can comment in here. In the comment box, just give your option which you feel is the correct one for that. Okay, I can give you 1 more minute to read it again. And then we can move on to the options. Now coming to the question here. Choose your best possible answer, write down in the comments, okay? Are they checking their existing training is still valid, or they want to attend a course to learn about new procedures? Or they're just reading a document that explains changes in the policy? You could have just skim it, that staff involved transfusion process, responsibilities, staff must ensure if they take part in any transfusion process, competency assessment, updated every 3 years, they are responsible that they attend the mandatory training, identify the roles and relevant training codes. And they have the appendix where it is, kind of, it is clearly written there. So you have to, I think you might have got the gist by now, so you can give your answers in the comment below. Now moving on to the next one. I'll give you a good 3 minutes for this. Okay, so this is chaperone's guidelines for good practice. And so a patient can request. Okay, it is a condition. Okay, if they don't want it, they should clearly mention it. Okay, physical examination. Okay. So this is talking about a lot about chaperone roles here. I mean, what are the good guidelines here and what should be done? So yeah, keep on reading it and give me the answers. I will get you to the question here and then you can answer it. Meanwhile, you can just get the gist for it and summary. You have one more good minute to read it. And if you want to take the live trainings with us, we provide the live sessions, then you can contact in the number given below in the bottom of the screen, wherein you can contact and you can avail the scholarships, and you already know what are the benefits of scholarships that have been already actually discussed with you when we were actually starting this slide. Okay, so next move on to the question here. And comment your answers, give your answer in the comments, one of these options. The guidelines established that the healthcare professional should, okay, aim to make patients fully aware of their right to a chaperone, evaluate the need for a chaperone for a case-by-case basis, respect the wishes of patient above all else. I think this is quite clear. This might be quite clear to you. Think about it. If they are making patients fully aware of what they're, fully aware of their right, how they can get a chaperone, or they are actually evaluating the need, for a chaperone on case-by-case basis, that is for every case it is different, and respecting the wishes of patient above all else. If you read it again, they are talking more about the rights, how a chaperone should be, kind of what a good practice should be for them, kind of, what should be the guidelines for it. So this is more or a chaperone based paragraph. So I hope you might have got the answer now. Give all your answers in the comments below. And don't forget, you will get a good cash prize for it. So participating here can give you a good cash prize. So do participate. Okay, give the answer for this one. One of the options you have to choose. And yes. So I hope that this reading reading session was actually, this was just an overview. This is not an in-depth one. This is just an overview where I was kind of explaining you what reading session, reading module subtest is all about, what's its structure, what are the strategies. In 1 or 2 lines, I've explained you how, what are the strategies you have to follow, and what the structure of the test, plus how the sample paper is and how it actually looks like. Okay, and what are the questions and how important it is for you to read the instruction before moving on to the questions. And yes, I hope that you really like this live here, and we will want your feedback. Please comment down below. Okay, and do provide us your valuable feedback. Do provide us your valuable inputs. And if you wish to enroll with us, this is just a glimpse of how we actually, take the class. And we take it very seriously here at Worldify. Even if that's your virtual class, even if that's your mock test or your practice test, we take it very seriously. So if you feel that you want to enroll with us and you want to avail the scholarships and all those benefits, and I'm very certain that will not be provided to you everywhere, okay? So you can give a call to us and do let us know how was this reading session for you. And if you wish to, delve more deeper into it, that you want to know more about the strategies, the tips, and you want to get more sample papers you need, because all our materials are actually up to date. Our ebooks are up to date, and that can really help you to understand the format. And let me tell you, the format and pattern is exactly the same that we share in our ebooks. So to avail that also, you have to enroll with us, take classes with us, attend, you have all the benefits once you enroll with us. Give a call to our counselor and advisors, and do provide us feedback, and do follow us on the YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. We are available there by the name Worldify Academia Hub, that you can find here, Worldify Academia Hub. Okay, and you can go to our website for more information about the courses available. That is here, www.worldifyhub.com. And yes, so do provide us and do follow us, subscribe our channel if you wish to see more of these lives coming up, and if you want a part 2 for reading also, and if you want a listening, speaking, or writing overview. So do let us know, write down in the comments below if you wish to see us more. Okay, so thank you everyone, thank you so much for joining us here in this live sessions. Thank you so much. Take care. Have a good day, everyone.